Tonight from the night team.
The night
new
team.
game that encourages kids to kill priests and blow up animals. The night team with the controversy over this vicious video game. Plus,
vicious video game. This, of course, is Postal, the series very from early 2000s, very violent video game. Well, I think late 1997 is when the first one came out. Let's take a look at this trailer. Some parts of this trailer here to get you the vibe of the Postal. Oh man, random strippers blowing up army guys. Is that a terrorist blowing up these people? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's this, yeah, very controversial. This was kind of an early game in the early, I think Postal came out early 2000s. Postal 2, which is what this is from, came out in the early 2000s. Very much, it's shock humor, that kind of thing. Inappropriate. You could pee on people. What's one of the things I remember it from? Barely played it, it was one of those, during that day, people could just share games on CDs. It's like, oh, you want a copy of Postal 2? Like, sure, I'll take a copy. And then, I was playing around, goofing around, killing people. It was fun. Well, this was, of course, the early 2000s. Let's jump today, 2024. Well, somebody posted, this is a gimmick account that says, your goat is valid-phobic and proud. A gimmick account. I'm sure this was created as sort of the, hey, Jack, how's it going? Created as sort of the opposite. I'm sure there's a account. I'm willing to bet money that there's a gimmick account that says your goat is, a trans ally or some crap. So somebody created the alternate version to just kind of pile on the stupidity of gimmick accounts. But he said Postal Dude from Postal 2 is transphobic and proud. And you think, this is just a dumb gimmick account. Why bother taking this seriously? But the people at Running with Scissors did. And herein lies the problem. So this is Running with Scissors, the people that made Postal, deciding to respond to a gimmick account. Hey, how's it going, Alpha Sloth? Saying that he is definitely not transphobic. Yeah, the guy that you just saw behead this priest with an axe, and then yep, the guy that beheaded a priest and then kicked him over a stairs. Yeah, he's not valid. He's not transphobic. I mean, this guy's not a monster. Come on, be real. And of course, we have people responding, I think, in a very funny way. You know what? I might be racist, sexist, gay-bashing, transphobic mass murderer, or psychotic mass murderer, but at least I'm not transphobic. And this is always the sort of trope. This is Commander Carl here. Let's see. Oh, they even made a thing. They had to come out afterwards with a little thing. It's a simple concept. This guy hates everybody equally. So you're allowed to hate. If you hate everyone the same, then that means you're not racist or transphobic. Like how someone I think responded, like, even George Floyd? Do you even hate George Floyd? Like, if you hate everyone, doesn't that mean you're also transphobic rather than not transphobic? It's a very, very bizarre concept here. And this sort of like the idea of the misanthrope. I think I ended up closing this guy's thing. Yeah, he's a misanthrope, but not in a bad way. It's so stupid. Could have been tweets here. Good tweet, man. It's just something you see in like a lot of these villains, like even in Suicide Squad, which we've covered the crap out of recently, is where you have them disrespecting the male superheroes, but all of a sudden it comes to the female superhero, she gets the heroes. She gets treated like a hero because, I mean, it's all right to disrespect men, but then all of a sudden these villains, evil psycho murdering psychos that even in that universe I think Harley Quinn tortured somebody's child. Something like that. I haven't played the Arkham games, but we got to respect certain groups. You can be evil, but in a very specific way that respects all of the sacred cows of sort of modern leftism. As long as you do that, you can be a villain. You can be evil. You can kill people. That's okay. But killing specific groups for a specific reason, like targeting someone based off race, no. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable villainy. And one of the people that responded works for it, a guy named Commander Carl. No, he's not Wade. He even said himself he's an equal opportunity lunatic. That's you gotta be very careful about how you do this sort of thing. And look, to be fair to running with scissors, I wouldn't go out of my way, like if I wanted a career in where they're at, to say oh yeah, he's transphobic, like just lean into it. He hates everybody. But at the same time, why respond? That's the thing, is like there's like a fear here, like that they have to respond to this. Like, he's not transphobic. That's crazy. You can't say this about our character, all right? That's totally wrong. Like, they have to respond because they're afraid. The Postal dude whom we created is not transphobic. Get over it. Oh, God, it is so lame. It's just so lame to see this sort of like edgy, the stuff that was edgy in the 2000s, the 90s. All these guys that were like this are now total freaking pussies. They got famous, they got money, they did well, they're comfortable now, so they will push no boundaries whatsoever. They're stuck in the 90s. I'm guaranteed if this guy said like he's a trans ally, they wouldn't say anything. Hell, maybe they give a badge. If they said that he hates priests or any sort of like Christianity, I don't think you'd hear a peep from this guy. But they're running with scissors. Mr. Commander Carl here is where's that tweet? Let's see. There you go. Mr. Commander Carl here, very afraid you cannot offend certain groups, and they have to defend these groups at any cost. Jack Egoraptor is like that. Used to be awesome. Now just an SJW. This was another thing I want to share. This is Sam Hyde talking about Commander Carl.
It makes me hate this.
I don't think he knows Commander Carl.
Who's definitely in a polycule. Commander Carl.
I don't think he even knows the guy, but
and like, this
he
is the
calls
only way
it
to be.
so.
This is the only way to.
And I think he does say something very, very insightful about masculinity in entertainment.
Have your, if you're masculine or you have a masculine impulse, the only way for it to be excusable is to don the soldier hat, like ironically, right? Like, look at this body language right here. That wave specifically. What is he trying to? Is he trying to lure a 6-year-old into his Subaru? When do you ever wave at somebody like that?
Yo,
It's me, Commander Carl.
don't mind me.
But like, you can tell he's at least got some testosterone. Like, he has a beard. He presents in a masculine enough way. Like, he wants to. He's not wearing he's not dressed like a gothic Lolita or like most people would be. This is the type. This is his kind of his deal. Like, he's unabashedly fat, but his arms are. He's got some muscle at least.
Yeah.
He's in this house with fire on it or whatever. But for him to have a career and to like navigate the modern world, he has to do things like this. Hey, like, he has to sort of gay up his.
These are all about it.
Yep. Well, I think it's very smart what he said there, and you see that so much in so many entertainments. Any guys like trying to present as masculine, they have to sort of, like, as he says, gay up their appearance. They gotta do like a little wave, show that they're not a threat. They're not violent at all. Just this general sort of guilt about masculinity. that they need to make sure they present the fact that they're a safe, they're a safe type of man. Even though like all of his content, it kind of revolves around guns or video games or that kind of stuff, like doing like quirky reloads, that kind of stuff. You like guns, well, you got to act. You got to, like I said, wave like this. You have to don this stuff ironically, not seriously, or someone might mistake you for someone dangerous. But that's it for the Postal. That's it for the Postal content. Postal guy. He's a psychopath that chops off people's heads, pisses on them, sets them on fire. But remember that he isn't transphobic. It's very important that you know that.